Welcome, Veritas family. Thank you so much for joining us for Give and Take Past the Tassel edition, where we are chatting with the class of 2025. I'm Sherry Davis in the Office of Community Engagement, and I'm here today with Gabe Bell. Hi, Gabe.
Hey, how are you?
Thanks so much for joining us today. If you guys are watching live or in replay, don't forget to tell us where you're watching from. We would love to know that. We're going to dive right in. Gabe, tell us where you're located and what ministry you're a part of.
I'm in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and right now I'm pretty heavy in the youth ministry at Faith Baptist Church there. I also serve on the singing on the ministry ensemble as well,
Yeah.
but most of my effort's been on the in the youth ministry.
Okay, and youth ministry, teenagers or young people, what age group?
So middle school to high school.
Okay,
Yep,
very good. And you enjoy that age group?
I love it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
absolutely.
special calling to enjoy middle schoolers, I'll tell you that.
It does take some patience. I think God's teaching me a little bit of grace these days.
Yeah. It actually gives us a lot of love and respect for those who put up with us when we were in that age group. I know that's true for me.
For sure. Definitely.
All right, Gabe, we have been asking our guests, what is your Veritas origin story? What brought you to be a part of the Veritas family?
So my origin story actually starts with the origin story of my Christianity.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't need to go into all the details, but I'll tell you this. I was lost and I grew up in church and under my father was a pastor, his father was a pastor, a lot of biblical leaders in my life. I just ran for so long and in 2018 I just had this moment. I was driving home from work. I was on the interstate. Everybody hates the interstate, but so that's my time to think, I guess. And the Lord just told me, it's like if something were to happen right now in your car,
Hmm.
you'd be on your way to hell. And
Wow.
I knew it right then. I had to make that. I had to make that decision, and I accepted Christ then.
Oh, what a cool story.
And then I was like, man, I got to do something. I know I have to be doing something. What do I do? And I was like, well, maybe I can go to college. And then I looked at Veritas because, faith is very pro Veritas, obviously, right?
Right.
Um, but I didn't have a lot of money, you know,
Yeah.
barely making it as it was. And I just happened to notice that Veritas also accepted veteran benefits.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
so because of that, I was able to actually get my start my journey. So um, yeah,
And what year was that, you said?
that was 2018.
That's
Um,
exciting.
yeah.
I love that, that having grown up in Christianity, um, there is well, obviously there's some humbling that comes to the salvation experience. Obviously, we all have to be humble. We all have to know that we're sinners. But, for you being an adult and having been through Christianity your whole life, and then come to the conclusion as a grown person, to decide to make that decision, then deciding to jump right into further training, I think that speaks very highly of you, and it is such a testimony to jumping in and just I'm all in. Like, God,
Yeah.
whatever you have for me, I'm all in, and let's do this. So, um, I'm glad you brought up the fact of the veterans benefits because
Mhm.
that is something that a lot of our students are able to utilize, and it is a huge benefit to those who have access to that. So if you're watching and you're wondering, can I afford this, and you're in the military, message us. We will get you all the things you need to know as you get started to use your veterans benefits. We'd love to help you there. Um, we have been asking our guests as well, what teachers have inspired you, or what aha moment have you experienced in your time at Veritas?
So for me, I had Pastor Eric McKay,
Hmm.
and I had him. I probably had him in 4 or 5 different classes
Okay.
throughout the time. So, and I mean, he really made a connection with me. First off, he's a great teacher
Yeah.
as is, very easy to follow. Um, but then he takes it a step further and texts us and calls us sometimes. And he and I actually have had quite a few phone conversations just talking about ministry.
Yeah.
And that really made an impact on me. And I consider him definitely one of my mentors now.
Good. That's good.
Um, yeah.
We love to hear that. We know that our faculty are intentional about their relationships and connections with the students. They really love the mentorship aspect. You'll oftentimes find that these instructors that you have during your class will stick with you for the rest of your, ministry. You can always have them on speed dial to give them a call and ask them questions about this or that or whatever you're experiencing in your youth group or whatever, you end up doing in the future. So I know that we put a high prize on connecting and relationships, and the mentorship aspect is something we hear a lot. That is something that the students really enjoy. So I'm glad that you had that connection there.
If I could say too, to when
Yeah.
at my very first class, I took a class with Pastor Mickey McCreed.
Hmm.
Mickey Creed, sorry.
Yeah.
And that was a wake up call for me.
Oh, yeah.
That
Let's hear
was a
about
wake
that.
up call. Great teacher, very firm, lots of information. So,
Sure.
so
Yeah.
that was definitely another one for me. So,
That's good. Yeah, I mean, these Pastor Creed's had a lot of ministry under his belt for sure. He's been at it a good long while, so he's got lots to share.
yeah,
I know it is sometimes like drinking from a hydrant. You get this information, and it's sometimes new to us as you're furthering your education and you're in higher education,
mhm,
and sometimes it can be just, wow, I didn't know what I didn't know. And then we've experienced some of the other students will be talking about how they get exposed to these new ideas, and then there creates a thirst. Like the Lord just places this hunger in you where you continue to want to learn, and that helps get you through the next test, project, class, those kinds of
yeah.
things, day by day. Gabe, I forgot to ask, tell everybody who's watching what program you're in.
I'm in a youth ministries associate's degree right now.
Okay, so you're graduating with your associates in
Mhm.
youth ministries.
Yes,
And since you're located here in Fredericksburg, you will be attending the ceremony next week, correct?
yes,
Okay, and we are so excited. So our graduation ceremony is next Thursday at 7 p.m. If you need more information about that and you want to attend and cheer Gabe on, we would love to have you. All are welcome. We'll get you that information. You can type graduation in the comments. We'll get you that. Last before we go, Gabe, let's speak to somebody who's maybe watching this, who is you rewind, 3, 4, 5 years ago, who says, should I do this? Can I afford it? Is it worth it? Can I do online school? Talk to somebody who might be a prospective student who's on the fence.
yeah, absolutely. First off, point blank, yes, you can do it.
Yeah,
Um, Maybe you don't need to take full loads of classes your first semester, jumping straight in like I did, and then realized it was very overwhelming.
sure.
Um, so just yeah, and some background, I've got 4 kids now.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I had 2 kids when I started.
Uh-huh.
So, that poses a lot of challenges, especially being full time,
Right.
working and things. Just take it one class at a time if you have to.
Yeah,
Is it worth it? Absolutely, it's worth it.
it's good.
If not just for your own personal growth.
Yeah,
On
good.
top of the fact that, I mean, the training you're getting in these classes, you're getting textbooks that I have my own bookshelf now, just full
Yeah,
of books that
right.
I can use to reference and source for sermons that I prepare or lessons I prepare for Sunday school and things. Um, and I'll say this too, when you have these moments, because I had a few of them, it's taken me a long time to get here.
Sure.
Um, and I had plenty of moments where I'm like, I just don't want to, I don't know if I can do this. Reach out to your teachers
Good.
because they 100% care about you and they want to see you succeed. This is not, and I'm not bashing on any other college or anything, but it's not that stereotypical, like, well, you paid for your education, so you get it or you don't. Like, they really want you to learn and they do care about you.
Yeah.
And they help push me through it. So
Yeah, that's good. That is key. Communication with your instructor is so key because in those moments when you feel like quitting, they are the ones that can help you see you through, get over you hit the wall of the class, and it happens every term, and you'll know it. Brother Wagner is in watching from Winston-Salem. Hey, Brother Wagner, thanks for popping in. Um, those the communication with your instructor will just just push you over the finish line because you're exactly right. Everybody has all of these things pressing against us, right? You have the financial burden, you have the family, you have your job, you have your ministry, you have all the things. Ministry in Veritas students, 99% of them are they all have these same types of burdens on them. And so to tack on classes on top of that
Mm,
is is very admirable and it is very difficult. But you have a great support system. You have a great support system with your family who is encouraging you along to do this, and they're helping you to, by giving you the time and space that you need to complete your degree. You have the support system of your instructor. You have the support system of your advisors and the
mm,
staff here at Veritas who genuinely want to see you succeed. I've said this before on some of these other ones, but we love it is our privilege and our honor to be a part of the students' academic journey and God's calling in their life. Some small way. If we get to process veterans aid, veterans benefits for you in order to help you fulfill God's calling, we find that to be such a privilege. So I'm thankful that you brought that up, and I'm thankful that you spoke to those who might be sitting on the fence and saying, is it worth it? I love to hear a resounding absolutely,
yeah.
especially when you mentioned the idea of even just your own personal growth. If nothing else, it's for nothing else. Your own personal growth, it will impact your family, it will impact your ministry, it will impact your walk with the Lord. They're just it's definitely worth it. So I appreciate your taking the time to be with us today. I've really enjoyed
Yeah.
speaking with you. You brought up some good points here today. Do you have any special shout out or anybody you want to bring up here? Special thanks today?
Yeah, I mean, first off, thank you so much to Pastor Skelly and to Pastor Josh Venable, who have been, my personal cheerleaders throughout this whole process, and then I guess obviously a huge shout out to my wife, Rissa, you know, because she's in school too, and but we're just, you know, motivating each other throughout the way. So
Oh, that's
just
cool. Well,
huge
you
thanks
guys
to
are
her.
busy family. You've got two of
Yeah.
you in school with 4 kids. Y'all are nuts, but good for you for plowing through. Good for you.
Thanks. Yeah.
Very good. Well, Gabe will be graduating next Thursday. So if you're watching this and you want to join, come join us. We would love to have you. Be sure to message us if you have any questions. We have undergraduate programs, graduate programs, postgraduate programs, free resources through Truth Matters Institute. So we have something for everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today. Thanks, Gabe. Thanks for popping in and squeezing in this interview.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time.